the name of justice. I also like how that's kind of a way of putting the fear in you about, like, what the fuck is this last boss? Hey, the secret shop girls. They don't actually sell their secret shop wares, though. Yeah, and eventually you can just buy a Beam Miracle S, and I got one out of the last chapter anyway. So that was a little silly. There's just a shitload of elevator cutscenes in the stage. Nothing happens in them. It's just Mass Effect. What? Well, we already killed him.
You have a death wish? Yeah.
Of course, he's a lot stronger now. Let's see, we need to fire.
Transform! I'll finish you! Here it goes! Ready? Unbelievable! Ow. Here goes nothing! Full power! Here we go!
Shit. Okay, good. So if he attacks Zero again, I'm gonna be really irritated. Here, now you get to see Absolute Zero. And somebody else finally gets a unique transformation animation. Yeah! That's Absolute Zero. And here's how the super works. Faster you can put them in, the more you can do.
Hey! 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 Take that!
drops of build power.
What is this?
Intruders have breached the building.
Remnants of the rebellion army? No matter. Surely just some mavericks. Do not hesitate to destroy them. Soon, very soon, my power will be infinite. Then no one can stop me.
Then I will be the most generic villain.
It's Django. It's gotta be him. Someone used a chameleon ability like mine and copied Django's abilities.
But why an army cadre imposter here?
So what we know is that somebody with a copy ability was in Giga City.
Something fishy's going on here. This could be bigger than we thought.
Let's start by capturing Reddit. Whatever it is, we have to stop him.
Now we have the good old boss refights.
Transform!
Oh my god, you asshole! No!
Here goes nothing.
The interesting thing is, you can replay the final chapter as much as you want. Every time you beat it and save after the credits, it puts you back at the end of the previous chapter. So theoretically, you can just keep farming the final chapter for build items off the bosses and experience and etc. It's not really that efficient, but his tidal wave attack misses a lot. It's weird. Ooh, I almost did a dumb. He's ice-based, and Absolute Zero's ice-based. So if I'd attacked him with Absolute Zero, it wouldn't have been very good. In fact, it might have even healed him. Victory is mine.
Everybody, this is it.
Armor. Right. Sure. We should food it up. Oh, Sean's gonna be over like between 2 and 3. I mentioned that yesterday. I just figure, you know, we want to go out and if we want to go out and do anything, you know, out and about. Also, don't choke, please. Yeah. Oh, build hyper. What is everyone's hyper status at? 4, 6, 5. Ooh, I can give that to... actually, I think I'll give it to 0. There, now X and 0's hyper modes both last the same amount. Oh, a normal random battle. What are the enemies here? They're like new. Yeah, they're like these guys. You get the fucking looks just like straight up humanoid reploids with knives, and these fucking cool wasp dudes who look awesome. Dude, I'll fail to steal an item. Come on. I do love those guys' attacks. They just like warp over to you. It's great. You letting the air out?
I figure regardless of what happens, I'll probably just take off tonight.
Boost power. Oh, whoops. That went wrong. My bad. Doesn't matter.
Hardly a fight.
Hardly a fight. Alright, go deal. Or no. Go deal's the scientist on my side. Psyche. Dr. Psyche. Fortunately, you don't have to fight his first form. Just go straight to this. Think that we'd meet you again. Almost a shame they don't force you to use the characters who are relevant to the boss. Like story relevant, but eh. Better not to be forced into using certain characters. Ow. Right. Counters. Don't do that. Ow. Oh, ow. That was, a lot more ow than I was expecting. We're just kind of waiting. At this point, he needs to charge energy or whatever. There we go. Oh, perfect timing, too. Ow.
Here goes nothing.
He doesn't have any element, so I don't have to worry about that.
Full power. Here we go.
Almost killed him in one attack. Let's just play it safe, because I can refill my sub tanks and alley all I want in between fights.
This is it. You're finished. Take this. Hey. 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 Yeah.
Tap me, yes. Wow, 3 of the criticals. 4! What the shit? Yeah, what commands you get is random, I should note. You can't, like, memorize a pattern or something. At least not that I've ever really been able to deduce. When we get into the final rental boss, or when we're gonna head to the final boss of it, I am going to need to make a change on some of the first metal, because somebody is gonna need to have the block all. Otherwise, we are gonna have a problem. Hey, a B-Blader! Oh, I need some of these guys, just like in Mega Man X1. This is great. I love that. Curious if this will destroy the balls. Nope.
Transform.
Oh yeah, Axel gets his second to last transformation in the final chapter. So that's cool. He finally gets a lightning attack that can hit the entire enemy.
Full power. Here
Oh. Dang it. Nothing Zero does can hit multiple enemies. Hit him. Damn. Presumably they just can't use their ranged attacks now because their energy supply was cut off. So all they can do is smash. It does very little damage. Really? That took longer than it should have. Because I insisted on not using hyper mode. There's no reason for it. Just because. I'm maybe being a bit over-safe by saving in between every one of these fights when I know they're not that big a deal at this point, you know, unsurprisingly. Let's see, Mock Gentra. Hello, Beyblader again. So this is something I love about this game, though. Look at the modeling on that, like all the bits and pieces of them that move and whatnot, like... They didn't have to do that. They could have probably gotten away with just one big solid model. Yeah, the helicopter blade spinning, I suppose, but... And you can kind of feel the game probably didn't have a large budget. I don't feel like the game was rushed, but I do feel like it just had a low budget. Which is why you have stuff like, you know, 50 different Metars and 50 different Prions rather than, you know, lots of unique enemies. Yeah, the second fight here with Mock Gentra is actually kind of funny, because technically, I think he will summon Prions to him. Yeah, Gentle Call. But, like, really he shouldn't be able to, because the whole reason he was able to do that the first time we fought him is because we were literally in a Prion production factory. And he had, like, turned on this, you know, big production machine, so he was calling Prions from it. So, yeah. He's a little silly.
Transform!
Bullshit.
Yeah, kind of. A regular attack from X is strong enough to knock him out of the sky. Which is pretty good. Yeah, that 21 damage though. That's gonna...
Now it's my Here goes nothing. Full power. Here we go.
I was about to say, you better be grounded by a powerful shock there, or I'm gonna be kind of irritated.
I'll finish you.
Flames of Gehenna! I love that name for that attack, though. It's a good name.
That's the thing.
Yeah, Gehenna is... It's not hell, but it's like related to what we consider hell from older versions, you know, original versions of biblical mythology, if I remember correctly. Or if I'm getting my source correct, is what I should say. God damn it. Son of a... Badonkadonk. I'm sure you know that, like, what we consider hell is a pretty modern invention.
Oh,
Everybody, this is it.
Gehenna is actually one of the magic circles you can place in that Grim Grimoire game. And that comes from, like, the...
Yeah.
Not the demon tree. Oh, maybe it was the demon tree. I'm trying to remember, because there's a tree that's like the demon tree, and then another tree that's like the death tree, and they feel kind of like they seem conceptually similar in a way, because Grim yeah, I mean only really in a meta way, because Grim Grimoire is actually using like old stuff, and so just to us moderners it just looks like, yo, wouldn't these things be kind of the same? But they're really not. So yeah, really that was just kind of them getting around. The attack in Japan was probably just called Flames of Hell.
No. I mean, Record War was a PS2 game, right?
Yeah.
I feel like swapping out the word hell for other stuff was maybe something we had gotten over by PS2 days. For the most
I mean,
part.
yeah, but I'm thinking more like it's Mega Man.
Yeah, fair
And
enough.
like that just in America
Alright,
would
yeah,
have
in
a...
this, yeah, sorry, I was...
Oh yeah, no. Grim Grimoire, they say hell and they talk about demons. I don't think they used Gehenna there because of that. I think there it was that they were trying to go for, we're using old mythology, not modernized mythology.
Run away, everybody!
Alright, last of the boss refights in Centos. This is one of the ones where I have to be a little careful, because again, Absolute Zero is Ice Element. And if I forget and I attack in Centos, yeah. If I attack him flippantly. Wahaha! Good that they got his, like, classic quote in there.
Get what's coming to you.
Wahaha! Every time he changes.
Unbelievable! Transform!
So you should be with the lightning right now. Or... Yeah. Or is it the other way around that I'm forgetting? Okay. Yeah. What?
God damn it, Zero.
Yeah, I know, right? Wow. Good shot.
Did you switch Zero to 45?
Yeah.
I thought the other one...
The other one has a higher raw, but all the other stats went down.
Oh,
So and this looks cooler.
fair enough.
Full power! Here we go!
I figure after I beat the main story, I'll definitely go fight Gale anyway, so we can get his blue sword. Which is also, like, his coolest looking sword, because the blade is made of fire. Yeah. It's kind of funny, because you give him that, and then he has Absolute Zero, so his normal mode form is doing fire damage, and then his Absolute Zero form is doing ice damage. Actually, this is perfect.
This is it!
People have kind of noted that Absolute Zero form looks like Bass's form when he's fused with Treble in Mega Man and Bass in Mega Man 8. And of course, Bass's helmet natively has kind of big fins on it, but he gains bat-like wings when he does that. So, and since Zero is supposed to have been made by Dr. Wily, you know, there's a thematic connection there, which, you know, don't know if that's what they were actually going for necessarily, Seems like that'd be a pretty big coincidence if that wasn't what they were going for, so that's probably what they meant. And, you know, then you get the pun of calling him Absolute Zero and he does ice damage. Which is pretty good. Also that, we get to see here what that move's actually called. Oh, no, we don't, because because it's not a story thing. Never mind. My bad.
I don't know.
It's called Calamitous Arts. Which I think is just adorably edgy.
Should have been called The Pain I Feel Every Day.
Just actually just called Crawling in My Skin.
Yeah. The pain you don't understand. Or just you don't understand.
You don't understand. That would have been pretty funny. This is why we need more modern fantasy comedy RPGs. So that so one of your characters just is like class edgelord. Super attack. You don't understand. Or you don't understand me.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty funny. So many Beybladers. How do they even fit in the building? Or I should say, how do they even get in the building, I guess. Obviously, when we warp to battle, the hallways get magically wider. So. We need to make sure, when we get to the next boss fight, that we get our steal off of him. Because you have to, the stealing off the next boss is what gets Massimo his ultimate weapon.
Oh.
This guy right here.
Oh, here.
That's Depth Dragoon. Those traitors always travel in packs. First you fail to steal the Superforce medal. I thought Colonel Redups finished you off. What are you doing here? MMX is just like, get out of the way or we kill you. So it's lightning, so he should be fire.
I'll finish you.
Yep. Oh! Wow, that did not do much damage. Okay, so I'm actually gonna intentionally. Yes, keep attacking the dude who can't be damaged. Come on. Miss block. Or, ooh, don't do that. Axel was where I wanted to off. Item capture. Oh wow! And now that guy, like, because he increased his shield strength. And it got everybody. Okay. Well, I can just clear all. problem fixed. Ah, come on. Steal the damn thing, please. Also, apparently, like, push back his turn. Uh-oh. Ow. Kind of. Oh, glad I did that. There we go. Okay.
Full power. Here we go. This is it. You're finished. Take that. Hey. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha. Take that. Gotcha. Yeah. Gotcha. Take that.
Ah, nice. Yep.
It seems I have lost.
Hardly a fight.
And that collection sugar level up. Powered up or whatever. The point is, you can turn into that guy now. It's like, feed later? No, look at that. Turn order.
Oh.
Yeah. That dude that does Parasite powers up the Beeblader. Unless you get a shit, what do you call that?
Yeah.
Attack first. An advantage or whatever. Unless you get that, there is no way to go ahead of that guy, and his speed stat is like, kind of jacked beyond belief. So he does that, and part of the reason for that is X's final weapon can only be stolen off of those guys.
Oh.
Yeah. I've done it in my Uber data by getting an advantage and then using Marino's super to do a forced steal.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, it's when you realize you can kind of pull that off. It's not the biggest deal going, but it's really funny the first few times you see those, and you're just like, "What the fuck?" Also in those situations, you get the advantage, you get to Marino, you have Marino do Quicksilver, that way she then gets the stupid amounts of turn order. It's like, you think you got dumb turn order? Ha ha! Oh, watching the speedrun, the current speedrun for it, the way they, do the glitches and stuff, he just has stuff where it's like X, just infinite turn time, turn order. And it's just like, okay. That works. That. That looks really cool. I like that a lot. That turbo claw, I never really used that maneuver data. Now I'm like, man, that's actually like really useful. It pushed another turn for X in before that guy would have gotten a second turn if, you know, somehow the three of them hadn't killed him. Random battles. Yeah. Oh yeah, they can power up things other than the Beebladers, I should know.
Oh, yeah.
They just immediately max out their stats. Well, give them max buffs, I guess. Is the right way to say that. Oh, and it was enough. He didn't get killed until the second time. X shot him. Can't actually pick that up because I'm full on backups. The nice thing is if you're full up on a consumable item the game has in a crystal like that, if you leave the room and come back, the crystal returns.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, his anti-S barrier has now been broken.
Run away,
I don't really care.
everybody!
Those are the dudes from X2. Yeah, I like how on this final level you suddenly see more old X series enemies. The Beebladers from X1, of course. And those guys from X2. It's just, I didn't need to use that much, but I don't care. We should be going into the final boss here, so... was able to put 2 power 5s on him. Well, unfortunately, we're taking the power 5 off, and we're going to give him... Ouch. It's more important that he has the block all. Because the final form of the final boss has a move called Memento Mori. Popular name thing.
Well,
oops. Nope.
if it isn't X, incredible. You're still alive.
How could
Well,
you?
Memento
You
Mori
ought
doesn't
to.
do any damage. Instead, it just
well, let's just say
it puts
that
every status effect on all
I'm
of your
in
characters.
charge.
Yeah,
I am the
and
ruler
it is actually
of
like
all
probably the
Reploids.
nastiest thing you can do.
You're what?
Explain yourself. Under your orders, we went to Giga City, fought Epsilon, and successfully quelled the rebellion army. So that was all
And we
just a
enunciated
setup?
kind of weirdly at times.
I guess you could say that, but I really must thank you for defeating that pesky Epsilon, making it possible to achieve my goal.
Answer me. What are your plans here?
I told you, I am destined to rule.
You're insane.
My, you maverick hunters are brave. Just what do you intend to do to me?
Beat the shit out of you?
You
I mean, that's pretty much what we do.
maverick!
I actually kind of love that transition to battle. It just calls him a maverick, and Redip's just like, you fucking bitch. Oh wow, Hex gotta move in first. That's funny. It means I can do one thing before he summons his little helper bots. Not that it really matters all that much. Ow! Code Red! These dudes appear. We can steal a pair of swords for Marino off of him. just take out those things. Oh! Will that shatter? Ah, not quite. Yeah. Whoa, wow. That was a lot of ow. Damn it. Unfortunately, I'm going to need your turn to... Oh, I should have just put Axel in hyper mode.
Oh.
Because then he's invincible. That was a little silly of me. Oh well, whatevs.
Taste my strength.
What?
Hey, your dude's dead.
Thanks. I'm just really confused about that. I wonder if that attack has a, in this game it's called DOA.
Bring 'em on!
But yeah, an instant kill function.
Transform!
Come on. That gives you a good indication of like the damage difference between him being out of hyper mode and in hyper mode. It went from double digits to 300 something per hit.
This is it! You're finished. Hey! Yeah! Yeah!
The problem, of course, with them being random is some of the animations are just longer than others. Yeah, okay, sure.
Charge shot!
Taste my strength.
Yeah. That was weird. I don't know. That was kind of odd.
Here goes!
Well, that was nice and powerful. Go red. Yeah. Man, he doesn't wanna Fanta.
You're finished. Take this. Gotcha.
Stop! He's already dead.
So it takes more to beat you.
So it takes more to beat you. You literally get his swords for Marino if you can steal them. Just a shame they don't actually disappear from him in a fight. That would be really great. You do get Beam Sword right there, kind of hilariously, but you can steal a better or a different weapon off of them. If he doesn't actually, if an enemy doesn't have something to steal, it says like nothing to
Yeah.
steal.
Guess that Colonel Redips was a maverick. Last. What were we fighting for?
I know, right?
For everything.
He said it.
For your new ruler.
No! We lost R and Spider for this lousy creep.
Ah, Spider.
What? This can't be real.
And it was literally like right there when he goes, "Oh, Spider." I was like,
talking about
Right,
me?
spider spelled backwards. The first time I played the game.
Impossible.
It's like, how did I not
Impossible at
fucking
all.
figure that one out
Here I
earlier?
am. I must say, it's been exhausting playing buddy with twice. It was for my ideal, for suprametal.
Supra Force
Not a bad
Metal.
act, eh?
That ability is the same as mine.
You foolish maverick hunters didn't realize it. But Supraforce Metal can boost my shape-changing abilities,
You're also just gonna let me walk away.
increase my power to unimaginable levels, taking me beyond all others.
No!
You could have just not let him walk over there. And again, two of you use guns.
We can't let
I can't, the
relics
amount
get
of times
away.
I've had to say that.
We must not use the Super Force Metal.
See, at least X remembered the proper name. What's this? Figure token. Supplement figure tokens. This is an elevator. You're not watching elevator cutscenes. Like, I thought for a long time, like, why are these even here? Right? It occurred to me, it's because they're trying to make us realize that we've been going, like, way, way, way up, because the final fight takes place up in the upper atmosphere.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's one of them things. Let's see, you're full, you're not full. Let's do this. Okay, that's fine. The Blue Earth Tunnel. Also, the tower was called Babel.
Yeah. What are you doing naming something like that, Babel? Like, give me a fucking break. Inviting disaster.
I think it's called that in X8 too. No, it's called the Jacob's Ladder.
Kneel down before
Cause subtlety
your master.
is dead.
Reddit, you manipulated us so you could get your hands on Super Force Metal, didn't you?
Yeah.
You're right. You know how well.
Yes? Like-
Didn't I already explain that?
Yeah.
So,
Like,
I took advantage of your top-notch abilities as
obvious?
master.
Yeah. It's just like, why are we even having this conversation?
Were dangerous. He knew all along that the use of Super Force Metal involved the possibility of turning Maverick. But at least he was better than you. At least he wasn't a Maverick from the start. Reddit, you're crazy!
Didn't Epsilon tell you? Only future generations can judge whether we are Maverick or not.
He has a very
It is
winners
only
write the
natural
history
that
books
androids seek to
mentality.
evolve by improving their abilities. Evolve to rule the universe.
The universe? Whoa.
Surprised? But why should you be?
I mean, they don't really look surprised, gonna be honest. Young subjects? X is literally older than everyone else on Earth. And is like, has to be older than every Reploid because they were
Yeah.
based on him.
yeah.
Like, when characters keep like referring to him as young or boy or something because they're trying to be insulting or whatever, I'm just like, now you just sound like an idiot. I do like the way that guy looks.
That's pretty cool.
The only problem I have with the design is like, how are you gonna rule the world when you're like fucking stuck in spot there? Like maybe he's not supposed to be, but it's hard to tell.
I don't know.
Oh, huh. I actually thought he just started with Memento Mori. I was expecting that right away. So there's basically nothing we can do here. This first part of the fight is entirely... It's essentially a cutscene fight. I think if we take out the Super Force medals, that might be how we get through the cutscene, but... this isn't the real fight yet. We do, however... Notice it said failed to steal an item. You can steal Super Force medal for yourself off of the Super Force medal that he has. There it is. It doesn't do any damage. Oh, wow. Tons of that just missed. Okay. Oh, Zero got frozen. That's what happened. Fortunately, X didn't get hit with, like Berserk or something. So I can just cure all. Fix up him and Zero real easy like. Damn. Oh, there we go. Great Red-Ups lost his barrier, so now we could like hit him and it would do good damage. The other one, I believe, heals is the reason he's getting healed. I do love he has an attack called Deus Ex Machina. Like, that's pretty good.
Bring 'em on!
You might not actually be able to steal the Super Force medal in this part of the fight anyway. What a jerk. And of course, Axel can't be affected because he's got the block all. Yeah, and then he'll get the Super Force medals back. That's the other kind of... There we go. And to the cutscene.
Weaklings. Do you feel it? The ultimate power. The power of creation.
I'm not exactly sure how this is the power of creation, but... Okay.
To me, the very earth is nothing but a tiny speck. One which I shall rule with an iron fist.
Because I'm evil for evil's sake.
Not if we have anything to say about it!
Bow down, feeble subjects.
Farum, where the hell have you been?
What do you think you're doing? You.
Taking the Super Force medal? And she got it, because he's kind of an idiot.
Apparently.
Why you?
He's like, oh god, turning is like really hard in this body, guys. I'm gonna rule the world, but only if it doesn't move. And he's like, oh right, those three. Shit. Fortunately, that undid the status effects, but he always gets an enemy blitzkrieg here. So, yeah. And he's gonna get 2 turns before we get to go, which hurts. The other one gets to do, as I say, does element attacks. Slap us. Oh, baby. I don't remember what this is. Oh! Reduced our stats, or our weapon energy.
Yeah, took your weapon out of it.
Yeah. Ooh, from virus. Suppose that was actually really stupid. I should have used X to use the cure all because I want to steal the Super Force medal. Hit it. Oh, that, like, resets all support effects. Bitch slapped! I could've... Yeah, okay, keep using format then. Hmm. Nah, I don't want to do that yet. This would kind of waste his turn. Oh, I should have just healed. Like, that would have made sense. Oh, I think we're fine. I think I can use X to... No, I can't! They both got froze. All... Thank you, X gets to go first. There we go. Now he's not affected by the... Really?! Well, at least it's Axel's turn next, so... I'm just gonna cure all again. Of course, I'm gonna run out of those at this rate. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna fucking unload on this asshole. Okay. Unfortunately, he has no elements.
Here we go.
And I guess that's generally expected of a final boss. They can either do all the elements, or they are, or like shift their element, or they are no element.
This is it.
Get the crusties in your eye. I know that feeling.
Finished. Hey. Hey. Hey.
Yeah, keep doing that one. The animation's really fast.
Yeah.
And circle it back here is stronger.
Yeah. Ha. Yeah.
Be a dick about it. After I say that, just immediately do nothing but... Bitch slap! Missed two of them. Great.
Transform.
Oh! You can... Right, you can steal 2 fragments of Super Force Metal off of him. You can get the beta off his body, but I think an alpha off the actual, you know, Super Force things.
Take that.
No, ha! Ow! That's not good. It's a shame. If he'd done Memento Mori now, it wouldn't have done anything. That didn't actually do anything either, because, again, they're in hyper mode, so they just can't be affected.
Full power. Here we go.
Oh, right, the barrier's there. Shit. That was a waste. You have to get rid of the... Yeah. That was silly of me. Whoops.
Don't move.
I don't know. Let's hit him with some reflection just because I said so. No, they're helping up some deep impact.
Take that.
Ha!
Nice.
Yeah, that was silly. Nice. Yeah, if I had not put that block all on Axel, that would not have gone as well. That one where they had 0 and X got frozen, like, that would have just been it, right?
How can I lose?
Because you's a bitch. Because you's a bitch. It's really that simple. I'm ecstatic.
What made you Maverick?
Maverick. You seem more.
This I
Maverick
like,
to me,
though.
With all your.
Like, they always... Because the series has always kind of had this problem. I mean, not the thing about, like, your stubborn nonsense about friendship. Like, that's really
You don't know
stupid.
a thing about friendship, Maverick scum.
The fact that, like, they've always kind of never really been solid about what they think being a Maverick is supposed to be. And a lot of times it really comes across as just like, you disagreed with us, therefore you're a Maverick. So to have the villain actually say, like, you look like Mavericks to me.
Yeah.
Like, you're the insane ones here that don't, like, see what we should be doing for our people and our future. Fuck. Because it goes into a FMV.
I'll get rid of this with my own hands. Okay, X?
Maybe we should get off the crumbling space station.
Reach the atmosphere any second now.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Oh.
And they're expecting Ferrum to come with them, because, you
It's
know.
okay, Ferrum. Just hurry and get rid of it.
Because sequel.
I'll take it to a place so far away
Nope.
that nobody
Because they're expecting her to just throw the Super Force medal into space or something, and she's like, that's not good enough. I'm destroying it. And right ups his hat. A good thing this didn't land on anything.
We must close the hatch.
This is how it should be. I'll join the commander and Scarface soon. Farewell.
Yeah. I didn't turn that up in time to actually hear her very well, but whatever. Yeah. So that's why she did it the way she did it, was because you can't just... Yeah, if you try to... If Super Force metal goes critical, it's like a nuke. So it was... She threw herself off into space so she could blow it up somewhere where it wasn't going to harm anything. I like this music. I wish this had been used somewhere else. And, you know, kind of leaving us off for a sequel we never got.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
It's like they gotta somehow get home, but now they have no contact with, you know, Hunter Base and stuff. I was like, it'd be so great if I Am the Wind started playing. That was, I don't know. I know that wasn't, you know, that was a weird thing for a lot of people at the end of Symphony of the Night. The American version suddenly plays this vocal song, I Am the Wind, over the credits, and it's just like, what the hell? I loved it. I thought that was iconic. occurs to me, like, you're asking, well, why does her hair flap like that? And it's like,
Oh,
because she's supposed to be like an angel or whatever. But it's like, it also kind of occurs to me, they're robots? It's not like the hair has to be, like, normal hair, right? I hadn't even thought about that myself till just now. We do get a vocal song in the credits, but... Testers, Masahiro Sakurai. Wait, what? And it's at least some of the same like companies that did X7 and X8, which I guess isn't terribly surprising when you're considering all three of those games are PS2 and they're in 3D compared to their predecessors. Hey, the voice actors. Thanks for not telling us who voiced who. Ray Jimenez. I don't know, I like that name. I always like that last name, Jimenez.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I wonder if it means anything.
Probably in the same way that most names have
Yeah.
some meaning. If you
Yeah,
go
yeah.
back far enough.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious what that meaning would be.
Yeah.
Year 22.
Oh, right.
A reconnaissance mission conducted by a team of Maverick hunters successfully quelled a Reploid uprising on the man-made island Giga City. The Federation government determined the mastermind behind the rebellion was the Maverick Red Imps. Determination of the Maverick status of the commander of the rebellion army,
Epsilon was deferred. So he will not be known as a Maverick in the history books.
There's the key you needed.
Yep. That was weird.
Yeah, just it's on a timer apparently.
I think that timer would be when the little arrow shows up.
Yeah, the arrow implies you can do something about it, but apparently not.
Yeah, that was weird. Save game clear data? Yes, please. And that was... Oh, hold on. I gotta wait for one more blip on the frickin' Elgato. That was Mega Man X Command Mission.